What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I'm at Goodwill. I am thrifting. I am looking for things I can buy and sell. Just like usual, nothing's changed. I'm looking in the shoes now, and, well, I'm seeing some interesting shoes. I already got some in my cart here. Some LeBron shoes, some Nike Air Torch shoes. Even got a food processor in the cart because I can make some money on that as well. And look in here. I don't know what kind of shoes those were. Maybe Old Merrill shoes, probably just nothing. And up here, some boots. Sakura boots. They were new looking. I never heard of the brand. I figured it's just, some off-brand. I looked them up. Couldn't find any comps, so I'm assuming that was the case. Up here, what do we got? Some, I'm not sure what these were actually. Now that I look at them, they look like they're pretty good. But I think they were just some no-name brand trying to look like Jordans or LeBrons or something. Hopefully they're not actual. They seemed very cheaply made. Someone more experienced in that kind of stuff can probably let me know if they were anything, but I don't think they were. Over here, we got some Christmas Village stuff. It's not Department 56, Lamax, or anything like that. I'm not really interested in buying those. So we got a metal, that metal case might have been holds the reel-to-reel stuff. I've bought those before. There's a beer making kit, I think it was, priced pretty high, not really worth picking up. Here's a, maybe it is a reel-to-reel thing because there's a projector I think uses reel-to-reel type stuff. So looked up the model on that. Not really worth my time. There was one model that was worth it, just not that one. Close, but nah. Here's a router. Well, empty box, just has some cables and a manual in there. Always open your boxes. At these thrift stores, you just never know what's going to be, inside them, if anything. Usually people buy new stuff, they put their old one in the box, and they donate it. So, looking at the hats, not been finding too many great hats. Here's a DVD player, Sony, no remote, $10. No money in that for me. Here is a Green Bay Packers hat, and this is starter, vintage, star fit. And some of these hats can be pretty good money. It's got the big NFL logo, so for $2.99, I think I can make some money on that. Too bad it wasn't Pro Line, something like that, where some of those hats can get to, a couple $100 I've sold them for. So, luggage. Yeah, looking for any kind of good luggage. Don't buy a lot of luggage, that's for sure, but there is no money in everything, really. Even these blankets and stuff. You can find vintage sleeping bags, like Ninja Turtles, something like that. You can sell for $50 to $100. Grandma's blanket, Pendleton blankets, all kinds of stuff. Just everywhere. Here's a sealed Barbie, vintage, not worth anything though. And here's some of these vintage wooden little people stuff, and I do leave that bag. I see these Matchbox cars and boats and stuff, but I leave that bag because the little people were just not in great condition at all, and I just didn't want to mess with them. Not huge money anyway. However, I got some of these boots here, Loa boots. There, some great boots actually. Of course, I'll go over everything in the haul. I buy those, I pay up for them, and they're in terrible condition. They're probably in worse condition than the little people, so, maybe I should have bought those little people anyway. The cars, there is some hope in there. I was like, I'll go through these at home, maybe find something good. I was able to Google Lens, one of them, and it made it seem like it was going to be worth picking up. Board games, not seeing anything here. Here's a little car. $1.99 sealed, not really anything as well. There's some of that dog game with the fur. I finally sold all those I bought. Goodwill had them for sale for like $10, and I waited 3 years for the price to go up on Amazon so I could make some money. Finally they did. I did double my money. Now here's something I wish I would have bought. Now, I don't think this was actually old, and that's why I didn't buy it. It was just extremely good condition, no name. It's a oil lamp. I was hoping it was like Aladdin or something like that. Some name brand. And the way it was made, it just looked like it was not, just mass produced. So I did put it back, but for what it cost, I probably could have still made some money on it. You can let me know in the comments, if I put back something really good there. But even, old and vintage, they're selling between 75 to $100, nothing spectacular. There's some filters. I buy those. I've already sold those, make some money on them. And I got some UGG boots that came out on a cart while I was in here. Threw those in the cart. Got some other decent items here. So it's turning out to be a good haul. And this is from Thrifting to Goodwill's, 2 different days, I believe. So it's not all in the same day. Sometimes I don't find enough to make a video. I don't go to enough stores. So we're back in this Goodwill, and here's a baseball bat. This is an Axe bat. I'm like, hey, these are pretty good, but I'm not sure if the youth size bats are, as good. But sure enough, that's worth some pretty good money. And here's a Bible trivia game. I sell these on Amazon, and this one I think was $5.99. The last few I found I got for like 50 cents or $1 at thrift stores. So the $5.99 price kind of turned me off a little. I could still make some money on it, but I didn't buy it. Canasta card game, I buy those too, just not that one. The cards were thrown all over the place, missing the instructions, not great condition on the inside. So stuff like that I just pass on sometimes when I see it. Really just want it to be in good condition with the instructions. They have to have the instructions if you're selling them on Amazon. They have to be complete. And they need to be in pretty good condition, because people will get mad if they get something that's not in really good condition, because they just expect it when buying on Amazon. There's not an easy way to show photos on that stuff. So yeah, unfortunately, I just ended up passing on that stuff. Here's a remote. Could have made a little bit of money on that. Just decided to pass on that as well, though. Trying to not buy too many, small long tail items. It is that time once again. I'm going to show you what I found. Some good stuff and a lot of shoes and boots today. There was a gap in the shoe finding trend recently. Went a couple of weeks, didn't really find any, but here we are again with a bunch of good stuff. Start back here with these Bates boots in good condition. Paid $5 for them. I think I can sell these between $40 and $50, it was looking like. And of course, as always with shoes and boots, it can take a long time for these things to sell because the right person has to come along to buy them. But as I've said before, I'm in this for the long game, so that's okay. Here's another pair of great boots. These Loa boots, Gore-Tex. This particular model, a few sold for, I think it was $89, $99, $90, maybe over $100. A lot of these boots are good. They're in pretty good condition overall, and I'm probably going to price them at least $80. Probably just try $89.99. Just an incredible pair of boots. And then I was getting ready to leave, and a new cart came out. I just grabbed these Uggs off of it as it was going by. These were priced a little higher, $7.99, but they are in really good condition. Purple. They're not worth a whole lot of money. It's looking like maybe $30, $40 is what I could sell those for. Here's a pair of the Dr. Comforts in pretty much like new condition. And I've done well with these, especially the pebbled look and the sizes that are larger and wider. I believe this is 12 too wide, so got $5 into them. Should be able to sell them for about $30. Oh, I did pay $7.99 for those. I guess I thought it was worth it. I do still think it's worth it. And here's some Dr. Scholl's, wasn't it? Yeah, and these are unworn. I can sell them as new. They got the hook and loop strap, which is good for this kind of shoe, and it's wide like the others. Dr. Scholl's usually doesn't sell that great, but I still think I can get $25, $30 for those since they're new. Got these Nike Torch 4 shoes, and they are in really good condition as well. Paid $5 for these. I think these are selling for around $40, this particular color in this condition. Again, we're just gonna be waiting for the right person to come along that's willing to pay $40 for those. Here's a pair of Adidas blue shoes. They're kind of dirty, but physically they're in good condition. I bought them because the comps were decent. I don't even remember now what the comps were. They also weren't priced up, which is nice. I believe $30 or $40 on those. I can't remember exactly. And here's another great pair of shoes. These are LeBron's, and I think they're in good condition. It looks like it has wear here, but that's just how they're made, right? So got this like kind of metallic silver look. And I believe, I already forget now, somewhere between $50 and $80 these were selling for. The amazing shoe and boot trend continues, I guess. Like I've said, I'll take them when I can get them, because there were periods where shoes were priced so high at Goodwill that you rarely found anything good. And I guess people just complained enough that Goodwill just started pricing things lower because they were getting so many bad reviews. People were calling corporate. From what I've heard, corporate came in and told them to price things lower in this area. Some Goodwills do, some don't. But that's the only thing I can figure out and why some of these shoe prices went down. Plus, some of the management has changed and shifted around, and that can definitely affect the prices on things. Because really, the things that are being priced at Goodwill is all just the people working there. However, though, I'm happy to have these, and adding up all the profits on these shoes and boots is going to be good, I think. So I got a couple of bags of these old vintage Matchbox and Tootsie Toy boats here. Now, I bought these blind and I paid up for them. I should have just looked in the bag a little bit more carefully because some of these are just missing wheels and are in terrible condition. I paid $12.99 for the bag of these vehicles. This one does look like it can sell between $25 and $30. Honestly, what I'm thinking about doing with these is just putting, like, this doesn't even have all the pieces. It's missing the wheels. I think I'm just going to do an auction and put them at $12.99, what I paid for them, $12.99 plus shipping, and just see what happens. I'm not going to try to list these individually in the condition they're in. I just know some of these Matchbox are really old, like from the 60s, and they're the ones from England. Lesney Products, which I think is the guy that started Matchbox, I believe, and eventually he had his own company, die casting company. I don't know for sure, but I thought, hey, these could be good. I'll just take them home, see what happens, but not that great. These boats, battleships, aircraft carrier, they're a little bit better. Looking up the comps, I think this was selling for like 15, 20 bucks. Battleships were selling for not that much. I'm probably just going to list all three of these together for about $25 or something. I paid $5.99 for that bag, so I'll make money on this stuff. It's just not as good as I was hoping, and I'm no expert in this kind of stuff, so it's a great learning experience. So I can just get an idea of some of the prices on this stuff for future reference. Here's a Green Bay Packers hat. This is a starter cap, vintage. It is a Star Fit. See the tag there. I bought it because it's in a good condition. Now, some of these Star Fit hats are good, like Chicago Bulls, Hornets, stuff like that. They can bring $70, $80. Pro-line stuff is generally better. This does have the big NFL logo on the side, which helps. Otherwise, it's kind of a basic design. I'll say to sell it for 15, 20 bucks, I think, no problem. Got some of this Nerf Rival ammo. What'd I pay for this? $2.99. Mostly because I found some guns recently that use this kind of ammo, so I'll either bundle it or just use it to test, that kind of thing. Here's a nice baseball bat find, this Axe bat. It was $2.99, and I was like, oh yeah, these Axe bats are pretty good. I didn't know if it would be good because it's a youth size. Looked it up though, and yeah, I think I could sell this for about $40. It's in quite good condition for being a baseball bat. Here is a food processor. La Machine 2, $5.99. I looked it up and the full unit's not selling that great, but I made a video recently about buying parts, and you're gonna make more money selling the parts here than you would just selling the whole unit. This whole piece right here, I can't even remember what it would actually be called, but I saw that selling for about $40 in some cases. So I'm probably just gonna sell that piece, and then I'll sell the base, providing it works, and the base was selling for like 15, 20 bucks plus shipping. So in the end, doing some parting out on this, I'm gonna make some good profit. Here is this holiday hat. This is new with tags, $5.99, and I decided to look it up just in case. Made by Dandy. It was sold at Walmart originally, though I did see one sell for $40, and there's some others listed for around $30, $40 if I remember correctly. So I'm probably gonna price it $30 plus shipping. It's actually kind of heavy. It sings. And it's still going. But pushing this was a mistake. But for $5.99, I'm going to make some good profit on it. So I found these Roost water detector things, smart water detectors, new in box, only $2.99. The only one of this model I found listed was, I believe, $45. And there was quite a few comps, so they are selling. Some sold for around $30, but since there's only one for $45 listed, I'll probably price it like $40, something like that. They're gonna ship free. Got two of them. Gonna make some decent profit on those for sure. I'm also gonna make some decent profit on these Brita filters. These are $2.99 a piece, brand new. Look like In some cases, a pack of 2 of these was selling for around $40, but there's also some selling for between $25 and $30 for a pack of 2. I'm probably just going to do $30 and $30 and going to make some good profit in the end. I've sold a lot of filters and they always bring in good money. So there it is, everybody. That is my haul for today. It's got to be at least over $500 profit, right? That means it's going to be time for me to start cleaning this stuff up, testing it, listing it, getting it sold, and bringing in some money. But if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button for me. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Till next time.